All right, guys, welcome back to the Rise Personal Training Podcast. I'm Coach Chris here with Coach Sam.
Hey, guys.
And today we're going to be going over what to eat before and after workouts.
It's a question we get a lot, especially in the morning sessions because it is so early. You just rolled out of bed. But we want to make sure we're fueling our bodies enough to get through the workout and something that's actually beneficial for us after.
Yeah, like they always say, breakfast is probably the most important meal. I think every meal is super important because I just like food.
All right.
But yes, breakfast is really important. Working out is even more important. And then staying healthy and eating the right foods is just as important. Everything's important. So before workouts, there are a couple different things that you can eat. And there's some things that I would stay away from. But it really all depends on timing. So if you're waking up in the morning and you're coming in at 6 a.m., you're probably not waking up 2 hours before to get ready to come in at 6 a.m.
Right.
You're probably waking up 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes before, and then coming in. But for those of you that are doing 30 to 40 minutes, I would say something pretty light. Nothing super heavy, nothing high in fat. You want to kind of focus on something maybe little carbs and then some fruit. So stuff that I would stay away from as far as fruit goes is probably bananas, any of the heavier, like gooier fruits. I would stay away from. Me personally, if I'm going to work out in the morning, I'll have like an apple and a protein bar.
Yeah, you want more carbs and protein before you're weightlifting.
Yeah.
But this is different if you're going on a run right when you wake up in the morning.
Right.
You're going to have to fuel differently for the different type of the workout that you're going to be doing. So obviously here we're strength training. So we need to make sure we have enough fuel in our body. Carbs, first thing you're burning, that's your energy source when you're coming to work out.
Right.
And then protein, we need to be able to fuel our muscles. Like we're exerting a lot of effort when we're weightlifting. So we want to make sure that we have enough in our body. Some people like to not eat in the morning to come to work out. Some people enjoy it. Some people, it's fine for them. But most of the time, you need something in your body to get the most benefit out of your workout.
Yeah. I mean, and if you have enough time before your workout, say you're coming in at like 9 a.m. and you're waking up at 7, I would say definitely eat maybe not quite a full meal because you'll probably feel sick when you come to work out, but something a little bit heavier with more substance. So maybe some Greek yogurt with fruit and granola, or maybe an egg with some toast and maybe some avocado if you're feeling some avocado toast. But nothing crazy heavy and nothing really light, because by the time you come out, you're going to be hungry again.
Exactly. And if you're working out at night, you kind of have more leeway, more time in your day to potentially get a better snack in.
Yeah, you can plan better.
Even if you eat your lunch at 11 or 12, you can have an after work snack or something, or like near the end of your shift or on your way home, drinking a protein shake or eating a bagel. Something that's like lighter that will help fuel you to get through the workout. We don't need you passing out on us getting dizzy.
No, definitely not.
And it happens, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, no one passed out.
No, I mean...
But sometimes, fruit snacks come to the rescue because we have nothing in our body. And I'm like, hey, did you eat anything? No. Okay.
And then you're turning ghost white.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we probably need a little bit of something because we want to make sure that we're safe and we're able to get through the workout.
Right. And like she said, it does change based on the type of workout that you're doing. But primarily for weight training, you do want to eat something. If you're doing quite a bit of cardio, maybe not something heavy, something really light, or nothing at all. But yeah, it is very important to make sure you have enough food in you before you work out.
So what would you say is important for after you're done with a weight training workout?
Protein, for sure. I wouldn't, if it's like right after your workout, I wouldn't eat anything massive, because a lot of times your metabolism is still going and your heart rate's up. And if you eat something too heavy, you'll probably still feel sick if you eat it too fast and too much. So for me personally, I will drink a protein shake afterwards, and then maybe eat some like saltine crackers or some tortilla chips to kind of help settle my stomach. And then maybe an hour after, I'll have like a full meal. But I personally work out in the afternoons because I'm here in the mornings. So when I get home, by that time, I've already thawed the meat and everything. And then I'll just start making dinner. And it's usually some chicken or ground beef, maybe pasta. So it's usually a little bit heavier of a meal after my workouts.
Right. I notice how everything is protein heavy, protein forward for almost all your snacks, almost all your meals, especially when it comes to strength training.
Yes. And carbs afterwards also very important because it kind of helps reset your system with glycogen, and then you have enough sugars in your bloodstream so that you're getting adequate recovery. So
Right.
My favorite thing after workouts is chocolate milk, because you get the chocolate, you get the sugar from the chocolate. It tastes great, by the way. But protein, chocolate milk has a ton of protein,
Yeah.
and it helps recovery with your muscles. So I've been doing that since college
Yeah.
soccer, just drinking like protein
Yeah.
and chocolate milk every time after.
Yeah, I'm big into the protein shake. I do our Rise protein with a little bit of creatine every day after I work out. Sometimes before, if I don't bring my 2 hard-boiled eggs, but I always normally have some type of protein forward snack myself before I work out. And then afterwards, I try to have that protein shake before I have my lunch, which is normally a protein with normally rice, because I eat that almost every day.
Right. Now, a lot of people say that like the timing matters when you're eating your protein. I wouldn't obsess over that.
Yeah, don't obsess over that. I
Yeah.
would rather you be getting enough protein in. Let's focus on just getting enough protein in.
Yeah.
Once that's solid and we're consistently getting over 120 grams of protein a day, then we can kind of discuss, okay, when should I actually
Right.
be having this, and that,
Right. And then on top of that, hydration, very important. Making sure you're having enough water. I know a lot of people like the fad is the electrolyte drinks. What is it like? There's one Salud, which is pretty good. What's another one?
Liquid IV,
Oh, Liquid IV. Yeah.
Pedialyte.
Pedialyte. Don't have those all the time, because too much of that can ruin your system. So make sure you're drinking primarily water. If you feel like you've just done something crazy, like you've just run a marathon
Yeah.
or gone for a very long run, okay, then have some Liquid IV to kind of replenish the
Yeah.
electrolytes. But for the most part, I would say definitely recommend doing water primarily. Yeah.
Especially drinking at least a glass of water before you come in the morning.
Yes.
Because a lot of members, they're like, oh, I've had 3 cups of coffee. And it's like, okay, great. No food, 3 cups of coffee, let's rock.
Yeah.
And then they're probably feeling a little shaky, a little unstable, especially if we're trying to go heavier, or even if we're at the 12s and it's almost cardio at that point. You know,
Right.
like you don't have enough fuel in your body to get you through the workout.
Having
And then
3 cups of
afterwards,
coffee?
you're trying to. Then you might overeat after your workout because
Yeah.
you're like starving, your body's depleted. So we need to make sure we're drinking enough water, a little snack.
Yep.
If it'll probably help you. And if not, if you normally don't eat and you normally don't feel like you have that big of an issue with it, just try it.
Yeah.
Try to have a protein
Protein
bar
bar.
or something before
Yeah.
you come to work out, and just see if it makes a difference. See if you can actually get through your workout with more energy and you leave a little bit more, I don't know, you worked harder.
Yeah, you'll probably feel a lot better after your workout. You won't
Yeah.
feel like you've just hit a wall at 400 miles an hour.
Yeah, exactly. Where you're dragging yourself to the car
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah. So definitely focus on getting that protein in pre and post workout. That's going to be huge. Some carbs as well. And then make sure you're drinking enough water. Like she said, don't come in on 3 cups of coffee and nothing else in your system. That's crazy.
And if you're going to do 3 cups of coffee, which is crazy, at least balance it out with like take one of those away, add a cup of water.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like,
You're right. You're right. Yes.
At least let's balance it out a little bit before
Yeah.
we come.
But yes, make sure you're eating primarily good foods. Make sure you're having enough before your workout, enough after your workout.
And it will make a difference.
You should notice a difference.
Yeah,
That's it for this week.
I think so.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you again next week.
See ya.
See ya.